Welcome, everybody. My name is Meredith. Glad to be back again to practice some Metta meditation with you guys. For anybody who's here for the first time or new to meditation, welcome. Know that regardless of your experience, this meditation is guided, but will also include some silent space to allow you to settle in. In this type of meditation, rather than centering our attention on the breath, we center our attention on the silent repetition of simple phrases. Because we're silently repeating words, the phrases might not be perfect for you, and that's okay. If you find that you need to change the phrases slightly so that it feels more authentic or it fits better for you, please feel free to do so at any time. When we practice metta, the first recipient of loving kindness in our meditation is ourselves. We always start with ourselves because we're building a foundation of self-compassion, recognizing that we have to be able to generate goodwill for ourselves before we can authentically send it to others. The phrases we will use tonight are pretty common. May I be happy and safe. May I be healthy. May I live with ease and gratitude. The last phrase, may I live with ease, means the things in our day-to-day life like work and family and daily living, may they not be such a struggle. If during the meditation you find that your mind has wandered off, just like in any other meditation, just gently bring your attention back to silently repeating the phrases to yourself. Before we get started, I'd like to spend a minute clarifying a few things that tend to come up for people when they do this type of meditation. First, what is metta? You'll hear terms like loving kindness all the time, but really what we're focusing on is cultivating kindness. That's the simplest way to put it. The use of the term loving often throws people into thinking that they're trying to generate feelings of love or like for the person or people they're focusing on during the meditation. And often, particularly when we get to focusing on a person that we have a difficult relationship with, we feel frustration or confusion or just stuck because we can't conjure up those feelings. The truth is, we're not really trying to force generate feelings for the people we're thinking about during the meditation. We're locating them and having them be our meditation object, but we're really allowing ourselves enough time and space to discover what our feelings of kindness are. The first step, though, is to feel what kindness feels like. It's important to acknowledge that kindness is not what we sometimes mistake it for. For example, kindness isn't the same thing as just feeling good. Although when we are kind, we do tend to feel better. And eventually, with consistency, we can feel more happiness. It's possible to have pleasant or good feelings and not be kind. We can feel pleasure or feel good, but still actually be selfish or inconsiderate or even mean. Kindness is different because it has a quality of caring about the well-being of others and ourselves. Kindness isn't just about being nice. When we're kind, we treat others with sensitivity, respect, and concern for their well-being. But when we're just being nice, we're usually trying to be liked. Niceness, although not a bad thing, can have a quality to it that's tinged with manipulation. Our motivation when we're just being nice isn't really promoting other people's well-being, but rather trying to get them to treat us well. A kind person is willing to be direct and even critical when that's what's called for to promote someone's welfare. Just being nice can often lead us down a path of self-sacrifice, whereas a kind person is not someone who's always going to put others before themselves. A kind person is prepared to protect their own boundaries because they care about themselves as well as others. Kindness isn't new to most of us. We've experienced kindness. Every time you feel pleasure in seeing someone do well, or you're patient with someone who's struggling or difficult, or you're considerate and ask somebody what they think, that's kindness. You've also probably experienced what it's like to be on the receiving end of kindness as opposed to just someone's niceness. So in Metta, we're not trying to create something that's unfamiliar to us. We're connecting with our own innate kindness and cultivating it like working a muscle to strengthen it. Finally, kindness isn't the same thing as liking somebody. Even if you don't like a person, you can still be kind and keep their welfare at heart. Someone might treat you poorly, but instead of reacting and lashing back out at them, you can treat them respectfully. Being kind in the face of rudeness sometimes shows the other person that their behavior is unacceptable. Sometimes, but not always. And that's okay too. And in those moments, you might recognize that the way they're acting is an expression of their own pain, frustration, and suffering. And it's actually causing them to continue to suffer, whether they're aware of it at that moment or not. So before we get started, does anybody have any questions? Okay, so let's get ready to begin our meditation tonight. Go ahead and get comfortable, and we'll get started. Find yourself a comfortable seated position. If you're in a chair, sit forward on the chair enough so that your feet are flat on the floor and your back is straight. If you need to put a cushion behind your back for support or under your feet, please feel free to do so. If you're seated on a cushion on the floor, try to sit with your knees so that they're lower than your hips, and that'll help straighten your back. Okay. As we begin, if you'd like, you can gently close your eyes. If closing the eyes doesn't work for you, you're welcome to just direct your gaze downward, however it's comfortable for you. Just allow your vision to rest and be however it's going to be. Now, whether your eyes are open or closed, begin to notice any areas of your body that are holding tension. Try to soften and release any tension that you're holding on to. Allow your awareness to come all the way into your body and allow yourself a minute to settle into this space. When you notice any areas of tension, try sending your next breath there to relax and release whatever you're holding on to. Let's start by taking 3 slow, deep breaths together. And when you're ready, return to the normal rhythm of your breath. Begin to gently notice the flow of your natural breath going in and out through the nostrils or in and out through the mouth. There's no need to modify your breath. Just stay with your natural breath. Notice your posture. While remaining comfortable, try keeping the crown of your head reaching up toward the sky, your back straight, and your shoulders relaxed. Your chin can slightly tilt downward, and maybe take a second to release any tension you might be holding in your jaw. Whether your eyes are open or closed, come to notice the tiny muscles around your eyes. Relax your eyes. Relax your face. Now begin to remember a time when you looked at another person or an animal, like your pet, or maybe a baby, with love and kindness. Think of that person or your pet, and as you recall this experience, pay close attention and notice the sensations that arise in and around your eyes. Maybe they're sensations of warmth, softness, tenderness, or cherishing. Let those feelings become established as you sit for a minute and recall this memory. Now, staying with those feelings, turn your attention back toward your whole body and see if those feelings of tenderness, warmth, and kindness can fill your inner awareness of yourself so that you can observe with kindness everything that's arising within you. Allow yourself to settle into an awareness of the sensations arising in your body, including your breath, the beating of your heart, and the contact that your body is making with your chair or cushion, the floor, and your clothing. When you're ready, stay within yourself and repeat in your mind, "May I be safe and happy. May I be healthy. May I live with ease and gratitude. May I be safe and happy. May I be healthy. May I live with ease and gratitude." Gently continue to repeat these words to yourself at a pace and with enough space so it feels natural and comfortable for you. May I be safe and happy. May I be healthy. May I live with ease and gratitude. May I be safe and happy. May I be healthy. May I live with ease and gratitude. Now slowly and gently begin to let go of your concentration on yourself and begin to bring to mind a person or a group of people that you care for deeply, that you find easy to like, or whose well-being is important to you. Maybe it's a friend or a group of people who have cared deeply for you. It can be anyone who easily brings up feelings of love, kindness, and ease. Remember, just like you, they also want to feel happiness and at peace. Offer this kindness and support to your friend, wishing them well by repeating to yourself, may you be safe and happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease and gratitude. May you be safe and happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease and gratitude. May you be safe and happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease and gratitude. May you be safe and happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease and gratitude. Now gently begin to let the image of your loved one go. And when you're ready, come to imagine someone or a group of people you have neutral feelings about. Nothing strongly positive or negative. You don't have to know them well, and you don't have to really know them at all. Maybe you see them around sometimes, at a store or a restaurant. Maybe it's the person who's standing in line in front of you while you were waiting to pay for something. Or maybe they're completely unknown to you, a stranger you saw in passing somewhere. If you're having trouble thinking of someone specific, you can make up a person who likely exists somewhere on the planet. They can be anyone who doesn't bring up strong positive or negative emotions for you. Once you've located this person, remember that, like you, they are a being with feelings. Their feelings and perceptions are as real and important to them as yours are to you. Like you, they want to feel safe and happy. Offer your kindness and support to them by repeating to yourself, may you be safe and happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease and gratitude. May you be safe and happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease and gratitude. May you be safe and happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease and gratitude. May you be safe and happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease and gratitude. And now gently begin to let your neutral person go. Begin to call to mind a person or a group of people that you find difficult or who bring up conflicting or negative feelings for you. Maybe there's somebody close to you, like a family member or a loved one with whom you're having a tough time right now. Maybe it's somebody you don't like, or somebody who's done something to you or to someone that you love that's caused harm. Call them to mind and remember that being kind does not mean that you approve of, allow, or tolerate what you find objectionable in their beliefs, their words, and their actions. Your kindness toward them does not lessen your opposition to what they believe, say, and do. But also remember that, like you, they are a person who has experiences and feelings. Offer your kindness to them by repeating to yourself, may you be safe and happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease and gratitude. May you be safe and happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease and gratitude. May you be safe and happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease and gratitude. May you be safe and happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease and gratitude. And now begin to let your difficult person go. And when you're ready, gently and slowly begin to expand your awareness outward and come to imagine all people, animals, and sentient beings. Sometimes if we listen, we can hear noises that remind us of all the others in existence. Noises of traffic, planes overhead, people talking. Sometimes it's quiet, but people and animals pop into our minds. We can allow our imagination to run, or we can sit comfortably in the awareness of all beings. Whatever manifests for you can be filled with kindness. Repeating to yourself, may all beings be safe and happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings live with ease and gratitude. May all beings be safe and happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings live with ease and gratitude. May all beings be safe and happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings live with ease and gratitude. May all beings be safe and happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings live with ease and gratitude. That was a long one. How you doing? Feeling okay? Anybody have any questions? Did anything come up for you? Yeah.
Is it okay to focus on multiple people that you have negative feelings about?
Mm-hmm.
I found it hard also to focus on two people at the same time, but
You can switch back and forth. You can. This meditation is so flexible. That's what I like about it. It's flexible also in that if you find that you're having trouble, you can pause, and rather than continue to build frustration or confusion or feel stuck or whatever's coming up for you, feelings of, I don't want to do this or whatever, you can go back and be kind to yourself. You can redirect the meditation back to yourself and let yourself know, this is what I'm feeling. Recognize what you're feeling. May I be safe and happy. Go back to yourself. And then try again. I mean, we were sitting for a minute, 30 seconds, 2 minutes in between each meditation object. It's not a lot of time. I feel like it's enough time, especially if you're kind of struggling. But rather than being frustrated, come back to yourself. Because the point of this is not to make you feel something that you don't feel. It's not to make you more frustrated. It's about kindness. And the simpler we make it, and the more sort of focused on one thing that we make it, the easier it is to exercise the muscle of kindness. But if you have one person come to mind and then partway through they float away and somebody else comes in and your feelings change, that's fine. Most of this is just getting you to recognize what you're feeling. And a lot of times when I teach this, I talk about in the beginning, especially the 4 Brahma Viharas and the near and far enemies, because I think, and we don't need to go into it all the way, but I think a lot of us feel things, especially when we're talking about compassion and kindness. We think we're feeling things, but we're feeling things actually that are close to what we're shooting for a lot of the times, especially with difficult people or neutral people. Sometimes we're feeling kindness and compassion, but like for neutral people, sometimes we're not. Sometimes it's pity. Sometimes it's something that kind of mimics compassion and kindness, but it's not actually. And so this practice gets us to really sort of sit and feel and look at what we're feeling, because it helps us when we're out there. Sometimes if, somebody's rude to you, your instinct is to like go back in hard to them. And really, if you just sit and respond respectfully, that's enough. That's kind. Anything else come up for anybody? Yep.
I want to say thank you. I think your voice was very soothing, and it helps me a lot to calm myself. But I came to that because I've been working the whole day writing for hours and hours and hours about people who did wrong to me.
Mm-hmm. So
I decided to come tonight because I wanted to do something symbolic with it, which is loving kindness meditation. So I've been writing so many hours about all this wrongdoing, and the thing was the one I'm still resistant to forgive or to be kind with people who get wrong to me. But even though I'm still in that resistance, I'm putting myself in this situation to give myself an opportunity to always offer kindness to those people.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to the part of imagining people who get wrong to me or difficult people, I have this emotional feeling that I was right. I was just, and even though I wasn't forgiven, I was not forgiving these people, but I was just feeling the I guess, the pain.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't feel like a release or a resolution, but I feel like this is important to me to acknowledge that doing like opposite things, like, okay, I've been writing the whole day, all these things, and now I'm going to try to do something different symbolically, and I'll see what's coming out. So I'm very thankful that I came tonight, and like I said before, I'm thankful because your voice was very soothing.
Well, I'm very glad you came tonight. Forgiveness is a whole separate thing. And sometimes forgiveness is not the answer. Kindness is separate. Kindness comes from you. It's a representation of you in the world, and you are responsible for you. You are what you can control. And so when we meditate, especially on, and the people who we find difficult or we have difficult relationships with, people we don't like, that's always seems to trip up people the most. That brings up a lot for people, lots of different emotions, lots of different feelings that manifest differently inside our body. Sometimes it's helpful when those things come up to locate where you're feeling it inside your body. All of this awareness just helps you process. And you might not come to a place of forgiveness, but no one's asking you to. You don't have to. Yeah.
I enjoyed the part of having the opportunity to wish those people well as well, because what it reminds me of is I don't think the folks that are difficult with me or that I have a difficult relationship with really want to be that way. I think, having true like Buddha compassion is they are also born into this life of suffering, and like they may not have the tools or the desire to even like look inward and see, like it's just like reactionary,
Right.
And for me, like the pausing and thinking about what I'm going to say, because I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like, because I want to be kind instead of,
Making it worse.
making it worse.
Yeah.
Right. Like I
Yeah.
at least don't want to make it worse, and so
Yeah.
I felt very emotional, like being able to look at them as people that are suffering.
Mhm.
And quite honestly, it isn't only against me, it's just how they approach the world. Like they are not a happy person. And so then I can kind of just separate it. It's really not even about me. It's just who they
It's
are.
not.
It's who they are.
Yep.
And I have compassion for that. So
It's
it
good
was
that
really
you-
nice to be able to
Yep.
wish them well, that they might heal, that they might, go back and revisit their own hurt so that they can heal.
There are people who truly believe that when we send out goodness into the world, that we can actually invoke change. And then there are people who don't necessarily believe that. And regardless, the fact that you can recognize that we have to meet people where they're at. Some people are wired differently. They are angry. They have feelings of frustration. They have a lack of empathy. They have a lack of emotional intelligence, whatever it is. We still have to meet them where they're at if we're going to interact with them at all. And there's millions of people in the world, and everyone's in a different place. But it's interesting, I think, when you get to that place of understanding that your own ability to feel and put out kindness doesn't necessarily have to involve forgiving anybody, feeling better about them, changing your feelings about them. This is for you. This is a practice, an internal practice to cultivate your own kindness inside.
Yeah, and what I realize is when I am reactive and I don't cultivate that kindness, I'm actually mirroring them. So I'm becoming them, and I'm like, oh, like that's exactly what I didn't want to do.
And then who's suffering?
And then I suffer because I'm going, oh man,
Right.
Here we go.
Yep. Yeah.
So I just want to share a little part of the meditation, but it was kind of like very interesting to me. The other part of the meditation when I was about difficult people, I focused a lot about maybe different part of my life since when I was born, when I was in elementary school, when I was a toddler, when I was adolescence. And one thing that makes me to tonight was that I was able to go back with memories that I will never was able to, I don't know, recall them, or see them, or smell them again. But tonight I was able to go back with my backpack, with the smell of my books, with the smell of the roses, with the smell of nature, with aspects of the house where I grew up, and all these details that with colors and with specific details that I was doing the meditation. I was thinking that it was like I hear a lot of the people that memories are there and blah blah blah, but I was not able to get back to my memories and that specific details. And then tonight I was kind of that meditation, but I think that it helps me a lot with focusing and sending kindness to different beings, like when you little kid, the other like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. My childhood and adolescence, you know, I was focusing on those aspects of me, and those different me, the moment was coming out, and it was kind of like, this is the first time that it came true to me, the theory, like, of what people are talking about, getting back to the memories. And that was, yeah, it was wonderful.
And the fact that you are recognizing that who you were then at each of those times in your life is not who you are today. You're constantly changing. You're learning. You're growing. Going back sometimes and accessing those memories or those little pieces of information sometimes helps us to let go of things that we hold on to that we're not even aware we're holding on to.
Yeah, but I think that because I've been focused today and all these wrongdoings, and then having the opportunity to going back to my memories and see the excitement of the little kid, and see the excitement of the adolescence, and see like the opposite thing, like yes, I've been in this situation, difficult situation that I have to process, but I also at the same time was experiencing the excitement and the joy and blah, blah, blah. And so kind of balancing
That's
inside
nice.
me.
Good. That's nice. That's very nice. All right. We are approaching my bedtime. If nobody else has anything pressing, we can close with a transfer of merit and then a couple of announcements from our host, Anna. If you're comfortable, you can bring your palms to heart center. May the benefit of this practice be transferred to all beings in all directions. May all beings be at peace and free from suffering. May any merit gained from this practice be transferred to those who need it most.
Hello everyone, I'm tonight's host Anna. We opened the Dharma Bum Temple 18 years ago to introduce Buddhist practice to those who show up, those who lead are not nuns, monks, gurus, masters, or teachers, and are not looking for students. They are simply practitioners sharing their interpretation of the practice. Every night we have different classes led by different people from various Buddhist traditions. We have a recovery sangha that meets several times a week for anyone with addiction, and our food redistribution program is every Thursday at 4:30 p.m. We have classes and programs every day, and everything we offer here is always free. The full schedule is on our website and also posted in the entryway above the shoe rack. We have a lending library. If you see a book you like, feel free to borrow it and bring it back whenever you remember it. Please straighten your seat or cushion before you head out. If a few people could stay to close and watch the windows, that would be helpful. Thank you for being here. We wish you well and hope to see you all again. The windows are closed already. Few of them are still open.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks.